Hello, Algebra 1. Welcome to QM5 Last Check. Let's go ahead and get this business right going here. We've got solve each inequality and graph its solution. Again, on this last check, we have levels 1 through 3. These first 6 problems are 1 and 2 level. That next one down there, that's a 3 level. Here we go. We have right now k divided by 2. K divided by, let's switch this color up. Why not? K divided by 2 plus 7 is greater than 5. I'm going to start out by subtracting 7 from both sides of this inequality. Gets rid of that 7 because that's 0. K divided by 2 is greater than negative 2. I'm going to finish this off by multiplying. There we go. Going to finish this off by multiplying both sides by 2 because this simplifies to 1. On the left-hand side, I just have k. On the right-hand side, I have negative 4. And I have k is greater than negative 4. Mr. Brayman, why did you not change the inequality symbol? Because I did not multiply by negative 2 on both sides. I multiplied negative 2 times a positive 2, but because I multiplied times a positive value, I keep the inequality symbol the same. Let's go over here to negative 4. It's an open circle because it's just greater than. And things that are greater than, is 0 greater than negative 4? It sure is. I'm going to draw my arrow right past 0 and on to infinity that way. Go ahead and look at let's do number 4. Nah, just kidding. We'll do 1, 3, and 5. The other 2, 4, and 6, the solutions will be on Google Classroom for you to take a look at. We have 2 plus p divided by 8 is less than or equal to 2. And if I start with this business right here, I'm going to multiply both sides by 8 because that is what I would do. I'm not going to subtract 2 first because that's not actually 2. That's not actually 2. It's the 2 divided by 8. So I need to multiply both sides by 8. That simplifies to 1. On the left, I have 2 plus p is less than or equal to 16. Finish it off by subtracting 2 from both sides. I have p is less than or equal to 14. That's the first part. Next part, we put in closed circle at 14. And I say to myself, self, let's check a number. Let's check 0. Is 0 less than or equal to 14? 0 somewhere way over here. And 0 does happen to be less than or equal to 14. It is less than. I'm going to draw it towards 0. And that is how my graph would look. Fantastic. Let's look at number 5. I have 2. 2 is less than or equal to r divided by 14 plus 1. This case here, I'm going to start by, you guessed it. Well, not guessed it. You know it. I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides of this inequality. I have 1 is less than or equal to r divided by 14. Going to finish this out by multiplying both sides by 14. And if I do that, I have 14 is less than or equal to r. I like to have it so my variable is on the left and my value is on the right, but it still needs to open towards the same value. Up top here, it was 14 less than or equal to r. It's still opening towards r. It still needs to open towards r down here. 14 is less than or equal to r is the same as saying r is greater than or equal to 14. So let's go ahead and graph that. A closed circle on 14. And I've got greater than. So let me check 0 again and check 0. Is 0 greater than or equal to 14? No, I'm going to draw my arrow away from 0 because numbers like 15, 16, 17, all these numbers are greater than 14. Okay, that's your 1 and 2 level. I'll put 2, 4, and 6. Those solutions will be up there. Let's go ahead and look at number 7. Abacus Car Rental charges $30 per day plus 25 cents per mile driven. Buddy Car Rental charges $40 per day plus 10 cents per mile driven. How many miles must you drive for a one-day rental at Buddy Car Rental to be less expensive than the same rental at Abacus Car Rental? First of all, let's talk about how creative I am. I have A and B. There we go. Next, we have to write the inequality to describe the situation first, okay? And then we have to solve using algebra methods. And then using a sentence, we have to explain what that solution actually means. That's how you're going to get your 3, okay? How many miles? So how many miles? This means we don't know the miles. That's going to be our variable. I'm going to get real creative and call the miles M. And to be less expensive, So Buddy, less expensive than Abacus. So I'll rewrite that. Buddy, less expensive than Abacus. You could also have Abacus greater than Buddy. Those two things mean the same thing. Those two mean the same thing, okay? So if I still do this here, let's go. What is the Abacus cost? Abacus cost is $30 per day plus 25 cents per mile. And that's the mile we don't know. The M is what we don't know. Buddy is $40 per day plus 10 cents per mile. That's the cost for each of these things. So let's go ahead. I'm going to use that first one. I'm going to use the first one. I've got 40 plus 40 plus 10 cents times M. When is that less than 30 plus 0.25 or 25 cents times M? Well, to keep this nice, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my variable from the left to the right. To do that, I'm going to subtract 10 cents or 0.10 M from both sides. This means I don't have to flip my inequality when I divide by a negative number. So I'm just kind of avoiding that. I still will have to change the inequality around, but we'll get there, okay? I have 40 is less than 30 plus 15 hundredths times M, because that's what 25 hundredths minus 10 hundredths is. Subtract 30 from both sides. I have 10 is less than 15 hundredths M. And if I divide both sides by 15 hundredths here, I end up with 66.7 is less than M, or M is greater than 66.7. Great. What does that mean? Again, highlighting the important things that I need here. What does that mean? That means Buddy is less when I drive more than 66.7 miles. Buddy is less than Abacus when I drive more than 66.7 miles. Buddy costs less than Abacus when I drive more than 66.7 miles. That's the third part. I know I kind of ran out of room at the bottom. I'll make sure that doesn't happen. Okay. That is your last check. 2, 4, and 6 will also be on Google Classroom. Take care. Have a great day.